Hi, welcome to our Learning Studio Zone. This is me Sudesh Ahmed. Today I'm going to discuss a very basic branch of linguistics, that is morphology. Morphology is simply the study of structure of word. But if we delve into the syntax, so syntax also study about the words. But you have to know that syntax is the study of words, but we study that how words are combined to form a well-known sentence and how words made some phrases and its grammatical functions. But in morphology, we study the internal structure of words and the formation of words, etc. Let's know about the morphology briefly. Origin of morphology. The origin of morphology traces back to the ancient Greek, where morph means form or shape and logia refers to the study or discourse. So, morphology, the origin of morphology lies in the ancient Greek, where it is the study of form or shape. So simply we can say that morphology is the study of structure of words and how words are made within a language. So let's know about the definition of morphology. So morphology is the study of internal structure of word and the relationship among these words. So morphology study the internal structure of words that includes the suffix, prefix and the base words, that how they work to form the meaningful units. So morphology investigates the form of words, that how words are formed and their grammatical properties and how the word convey its meaning. In morphology, we study about the morphemes, which is the smallest meaningful unit of a word. So, morpheme, one word may have different morphemes. A morpheme can't be divided further. Words are made up of morphemes. A word can be consist of the base word, which we call the root, and a prefix, and it may be consist of a suffix. For example, we have a word construction. So in construction, we have the three different morphemes. The one is the basic word struct, which we call the root, and the one is prefix, and the one is suffix. Where the con mean together, struct mean to build, and the suffix un mean act of. So the word construction mean the act of building things together. Let's know from the another example. We have a word unreachable and a word distractions. In unreachable, we have the three different morphemes, but in distractions, we have the four different morphemes. So we can say that a word may consist of different morphemes, that a word may have one morpheme, two morpheme, three morpheme, or four morpheme, etc. So simply we can say that morphology is the study of how morphemes are combined to form a well-known word. To know more clearly about the morphology, we must have to know the different types of morphology. So let's know about the types of morphology.
We have the different branches of morphology. Number first, inflectional morphology. This type involves the alteration of a word to express different grammatical categories such as tense, aspect, mood, number, case, and gender, etc. For example, if we have a word walk, an English verb, if we add ed, the inflectional morpheme, so it's also changed. By adding ed, it changed the tense without changing the basic word walk. Derivational morphology. It involves the creation of new words by adding suffix to existing word, often resulting in changes in meaning or word class. In simple word, we can say that it is like adding or changing parts of words to make new words or changing their meaning. For example, adding un to the word unhappy to make unhappy, so it also changes its function. Analytical morphology. Also known as isolating morphology, this type relies on word order and separate words to convey grammatical relationships rather than inflection or derivation changes. In simple words, this is when words stay mostly the same and we use their order or extra words to show meaning instead of changing the words themselves. For example, we have an English sentence: the cat chases the mouse. Instead of changing the words themselves, we use the order of words to show who's doing the action and who is receiving it. Agglutinative morphology. This type of morphology we study words are formed by stringing together morphemes in a relatively straightforward and predictable manner, where each morpheme represents a single grammatical meaning. In simple words, we can say that it is the study of different pieces together to make one big word, where each piece add a specific meaning. For instance, in some languages, you can add a piece of past tense, another for plural, etc. For example, we have a Turkish verb, sevmek, which means to love. But we have sev is a root word. If we add mek, sevmek is infinitive, which is means to love. If we add di, sevdi, it adds the past tense, which means loved. And sevdm, past tense, I loved. Sevdim, I and add g. So past tense, I loved it. So each part adds a specific meaning. Polysynthetic morphology. This type involves the formation of complex words by combining several morphemes, often resulting in highly inflected and fused word forms. In polysynthetic languages, entire sentences or clause can be expressed within a single word. In simple word, we can say that it's like putting many different parts together to make one long word that can express a whole idea or sentence. These languages packs a lot of meaning into a single word. For example, we have a word, Turkish word, mute, which means, do you have any tobacco for me? The whole sentence is packed into one big word with many different parts indicating different meanings. So, these types of morphology represent different strategies that languages employ to create and modify words to convey meaning and grammatical informations. Importance of morphology, or why we study morphology. The study of morphology we focuses on the structure and formation of words is important for several reasons. Number first, understanding language structure. Morphology helps us understand how words are formed and how they relate to each other within a language. By analyzing morphemes, the smallest unit of meaning, we can decipher the structure and meaning of complex words. Vocabulary development. Studying morphology aids in vocabulary development by revealing patterns and relationships among words. Knowledge of morphological rules allows individuals to infer the meaning of unfamiliar words based on their components. Language acquisition. Morphology plays a crucial role in language acquisition, especially for children learning their first language. Understanding how words are formed help learners grasp the roots and pattern of word formation, enabling them to expand their vocabulary more effectively. Grammar and syntax. Morphology is closely linked to the grammar and syntax. By understanding the morphological structure of words, we can better comprehend how they function within a sentence and how grammatical rules apply to them. Language processing. Morphology influences how we process and understand language. Recognizing morphological patterns help us decipher the meaning of unfamiliar words, infer grammatical relationship, and comprehend complex sentences more efficiently. Linguistic analysis. Morphology is essential for linguistic analysis and research. By examining the morphological structure of language, linguists can uncover insight into language evolution, typology, and variation across different linguistic systems. In a summary, the study of morphology is crucial for understanding language structure, vocabulary development, language acquisition, grammar and syntax, language processing, and linguistic analysis. It provides valuable insight into how words are formed and how they function within sentence and how languages evolve over time.
Hope you will have got the idea about morphology. The remaining branches of linguistics will be discussed in the upcoming lectures. So do subscribe my channel and click the bell icon for more videos.